15 shocking pictures of aliens that just might be real. Part 1.
If you are brand new to our channel, we invite you to take a moment to subscribe. Just click on the lit red button as well as the gray bell. Why the bell? Well, it will let you know every time we post a new video.
1. Deep. This is another still from a YouTube video. The video in question is a supposed leaked interview between a government agent working at Area 51 and a gray alien they had in their custody. In it, the government agent asks the alien questions about its adventures and the general meaning of life, death in the universe, and the alien answers in turn. The alien's voice is incredibly deep and sounds quite monstrous, although the nature of its responses are quite meaningful and uplifting. Well, except for the part where he glosses over a nuclear war on Earth. See, the alien states that he is in fact an Earthling from the future, who traveled back in time to observe us. Evidence of our time was destroyed through nuclear war. He goes on to say that the nature of the universe is known. There are many universes, ours being one of them, suitable to contain what we know as life. Also, he mentions that death as we understand it does not exist. Every consciousness will go on, and has went on to experience every instance of life through every possible lens in the universe. Not a bad deal, if you ask us. Sources: Ufficus book, The Black Vault, Stanford Daily. 2. Legit. This image is a still shot of a well-known YouTube video showing an alien that seems to be working some sort of machine, perhaps in a UFO. There's a lot of misleading visual content out there when it comes to aliens, but this picture, along with the video it was sourced from, shows an extremely realistic-looking alien specimen. Its movements flow far too perfectly for us to think that there's any CGI at play here. If it's actually a human being wearing a mask, then that is one heck of a well-designed alien mask. Really, this is one of the most convincing pieces of visual evidence for aliens on this list. We find ourselves wanting some more footage of this particular case, but there doesn't seem to be any additional content available online. We'll just cross our fingers and wish upon a star that this specimen might appear to us one day, and preferably shake our hand, rather than zap our eyeballs out of their sockets. 3. What is this? Dear God, what in the world is this? This looks like some footage taken right out of a 90s indie horror film. Except, this was on the actual news, so it must be real. Of course, anything that was ever on the news could be considered nothing but genuinely, truly real. Anyway, the picture shows a horrific gray, werewolf-like alien figure crawling towards the camera. Apparently, a family's hiking gear was completely destroyed one night during a camping trip by an unknown creature. There was a camera rolling overnight that caught this crouched, seemingly bloated alien-like figure. It looks sinister as anything to us. Is it planning on eating humans, or asking them for help? Who knows? It definitely looks like someone who was just interrupted while they were in the bathroom taking a number 2. Do aliens even take number 2? Email us and let us know. 4. Roswell once more. This slide features the apparent decomposed, skeletal body of a small alien. The alien in question has an abnormally large head in comparison with its small stature, or, at least, small compared to the average human. It appears to be a photo taken of some sort of museum exhibition, though we're not sure where in the world this museum is located, or if it's even in a museum at all. Allegedly, this is a photograph of the body of one of the Roswell aliens who supposedly crash-landed during an interplanetary expedition in Roswell, New Mexico, in the 1947. There are several photographs that claim to show species from that crash landing, and not all of them can possibly be accurate. However, for all we know, this picture is actually the truth, and we're actually looking at the decomposed skeleton of someone from another planet. Unlikely, but 5. flashlight, or Kai. This is certainly a haunting image. It was taken in High Bridge, New Jersey, and is dated August 2, 1956. It shows a silhouetted figure approaching the cameraman, with a bright light emanating from its left hand. The photo was taken by Howard Manger, who is a well-known UFO contactee among the ufology subculture. Manger has written several books about his space brothers throughout his life. According to him, his alien friends would take Manger and his wife along for a ride through space and show him their bases on Venus and the Moon. Apparently, this is a photo that Manger took of one of his friends. Of course, given how unclear the image is, it could be a picture of several things. Sure, it might be an alien with a bright aura coming from its hand, or it might also be Manger's wife approaching him with a flashlight. Who knows? We won't take a guess one way or the other. Shows a little gray figure with a disproportionately large head staring right into the photographer's camera lens. Or, at least, it looks like it's staring through. We can't really see its eyes. What is this quaint little figure in the photograph? An alleged alien, and of course, otherwise it wouldn't quite have a place on this list. Although the photo was only seen by the public for the first time in 2003, it is said by its source to be over 70 years old, was taken by his grandfather in Alaska, and was given to him the day before his grandfather died. All background information surrounding the photo is shrouded in complete mystery, since the original source of the photograph also died one day after he released it. Sounds like a conspiracy theorist's delight. Anyway, death seems to follow this picture around, so we should probably stop talking about it, like right now. 7. Roswell Again. Out of all the pictures on this list, this one certainly looks the most human. In fact, it looks a lot like our old Uncle Steve taking a long nap. Uncle Steve's head tends to get about that size when he's near the end of one of his benders. Although, that's probably not Uncle Steve. Who it is exactly, we're not sure, but what you're looking at there is allegedly another picture of one of the aliens recovered from the Roswell crash, one of the 3 on this list. All 3 look significantly different, so unless the Roswell aliens were a road-tripping trio from 3 vastly different planets, we doubt that they're all genuine. Still, one of them just might be. We'll leave it up to you to decide. If it does turn out to be our Uncle Steve, please let us know, so we can send a car for him. 8. Arctic Alien. This is a picture submitted to ufocusbook.com due to what the photographers noticed in the background. In this case, we actually have some comment from the image's source, granted to us by the website. We didn't really take the picture for the alien. We realized afterwards that it was there. We were over the Arctic Circle, and we were alone, no one within 50 kilometers. We were traveling in a snowmobile. What you see as the main subject of the photograph is an iced-over river. After a request for further comment, the photographer went on to say, "I don't really have much more details on that day. I can say that it was a snowmobile ride with some friends. We were 200 kilometers up to North Circle, between Sverige and Norway. The nearest city was Kiruna." The photo was taken with a Nikon 5400 with no zoom, and it was around midday of the 20th of December 2005. Nothing strange happened. It was minus 20 degrees centigrade, and silence all around with some wild animals. That's all. We realized there was something showing in the photos some months later, when a friend of ours kept saying there was something strange in that brush.